well, we've reached 12:15, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. A little bit of housekeeping first. Last several weeks we've had some technology issues, interrupting sessions, and last week was not even able to get a session launched. And the reason for that is I've now started teaching a 1 o'clock Monday and Wednesday class, and the only way the timing worked out reasonably to do this session in the middle was to actually go to the location where I'm teaching and do the session from there. Unfortunately, the internet connectivity there is a little bit unpredictable. And so I'm going to see if we can maybe slide this time slot back to its original noon slot so that we can do the sessions, or so I can do the sessions from a different location where I am today, and I'm just going to make the timing work. But that 12:15 slot is just a little bit too tight for me to get this in and then get set up for the class in that location. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping that by next week we can slide this back to noon. So today, our practice is exploring the generosity of listening. So let's get into a comfortable posture, relaxed, but at the same time alert and aware. I invite you to either close your eyes fully, or if you prefer, just direct a soft, unfocused gaze at a spot on the floor a few feet in front of you. And let's just arrive here together in this quiet space. We begin by turning our attention inward. Before we can offer generosity to the world, we must offer a moment of attention to ourselves. So bring your awareness gently to your breath. You don't need to change it or force it. Just notice the natural rhythm of your body breathing. Notice the cool air entering the body, warmer air flowing out. We'll use the ancient wisdom of the breathing sutras to settle our minds. As you breathe, silently note the quality of the breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. If the breath is long, simply note, breathing in long, I know that I am breathing in long. And if the breath is short, simply note, breathing out short, I know I am breathing out short. Just follow the breath all the way from the beginning of the inhalation through the turn to the very end of the exhalation. And then expand your awareness to the body as a whole vessel for this breath. Breathing in, I am aware of my whole body sitting here. Breathing out, I am calming my whole body. And if your mind wanders, and it's likely that it will, that is perfectly natural. Just gently, without judgment, shepherd your attention back to the sensation of the air moving in and out. This breath is your anchor. It is always here, waiting for you to return. So, keeping your eyes closed and your body relaxed, let's shift our focus to the theme of our practice today, the generosity of listening. When we hear the word generosity, we often think of material things, donating money, giving gifts, or volunteering time. But there is a subtle, profound form of giving that is a bit rare in our busy world. You might call it the generosity of spirit. It is the act of giving someone your full, undivided, and curious attention. Reflect for a moment on how we usually communicate. Often while someone else is speaking, we are already planning what we are going to say next. We are drafting our rebuttal, our advice, or our related story. And in doing so, we aren't truly with them. We are with our own thoughts. Today, we practice the art of putting down our own agenda. We are practicing listening as an act of kindness. When we listen without judgment, we offer the speaker a spacious place to just be. We are telling them, "You matter. I am here. I am witnessing you." This requires a bit of curiosity. Instead of assuming we know what someone means, we instead stay open. We listen to understand, not to fix. So let's cultivate this feeling now. To practice this, I'll guide you through a short visualization. Just keep your breath steady and comfortable. I want you to imagine a beautiful teacup held in your hands. Look at it in your mind's eye. Notice the color, the weight, the texture. Now imagine this cup represents your mind during a conversation. Currently, the cup is filled to the brim with tea. This tea represents your opinions, your judgments, your to-do lists, and your desire to give advice. If someone tries to pour their story into your cup right now, it will overflow. There is no room for them. So in your imagination, I want you to slowly tip the cup. Watch the tea pour out. Watch your judgments and your need to respond flow away, leaving the cup clean and empty. Feel the spaciousness of that empty cup. It is not a void, it is a capacity. It is ready to receive. Sit for a moment with this feeling of being an empty vessel. You are alert, you are present, but you are not cluttered. You are ready to hold space. Feel how peaceful it is to not have to carry the weight of your own opinions for a few moments. And then holding that sense of the empty cup, that open, spacious awareness. Let's move to a second image. I invite you to bring to mind a person. It could be a friend, a partner, a grandchild, or even a neighbor. Choose someone you care about, but perhaps someone who you sometimes find yourself trying to fix or interrupt. Visualize them sitting across from you right now. See their face. See the human being behind the eyes. Imagine they begin to speak to you about something important to them. In this image, see yourself sitting in total stillness. You are not nodding frantically. You are not furrowing your brow, thinking of a solution. You are simply breathing. Imagine their words landing gently in that empty cup you created. Notice a sense of curiosity rising in you. Instead of judging what they say, imagine yourself wondering, I wonder what this feels like for them. Feel the warmth of this connection. Notice how the other person in your visualization relaxes because they feel heard. They don't feel judged. They feel the gift of your presence. Realize that you don't need to say anything brilliant. Your presence is the gift. This is the generosity of listening. As we let that image fade, return to the sensation of your body on the chair. I'd like to share a short poem that speaks to this practice. It's by a poet I had not run across before, by the name of John Fox. It's a short poem titled "To Listen." To listen is to lean in softly with the willingness to be changed by what we hear. It is to give up the seat of power and sit instead in the circle of vulnerability. To listen is to refuse to fix, to correct, to advise, until we have first understood the heart of the matter. It is the silence between the notes that makes the music. It is the silence between us that makes the love. To listen, John Fox. Let those words settle. The silence between the notes that makes the music. When we listen, we provide that silence. We provide the space for the music of relationship to happen. And now to seal this practice and plant these seeds of intention deep within our minds, a few affirmations. My full attention is a precious gift I offer to others. I listen to understand, not to respond. I release judgment to make space for connection. I am comfortable in silence, trusting it to support the conversation. I bring a generous curiosity to every interaction. And last, I am a kind and patient witness to the lives of others. We'll sit for a few moments, just allowing some time for the mind to integrate any insights that may have bubbled up today. And then I'll bring you back out of the practice. Let's take a nice deep clearing breath in through the nose and just let it out with a soft sigh. Begin to bring your awareness back to the room around you. Feel your feet on the floor, the weight of your body in the chair. Notice the sounds in the room around you and beyond. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. And as you prepare to open your eyes, remember, the next time someone speaks to you, you have a choice. You can choose to offer them the generosity of your spirit. You can choose to just listen. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. And I thank you for your practice today. Namaste.